The number one way you can build your confidence is by keeping the promises that you make to yourself. And the reason why you don't have confidence right now is because you keep on breaking the promises that you make to yourself. You keep on like waiting for someone to validate you or shrinking for other people when you need to just be like loud and proud and all in yourself. I'm literally going to warn you from now. Do not watch this video if my confidence is going to trigger you. It may make you think I'm full of myself. It may make you not like me, but that's just confidence. And at the end of the day, I feel like it says more about you than it does me. Anyway, for those who really want to know how to be confident, here is what I done. One, fake it till you make it. 100%, like when you walk into a room, be very confident, shoulders back, look up. If someone gives you a compliment, say thank you, full stop. I used to be somebody be like, oh, thank you, I got a new lip gloss. Or, oh, do you think so? I did my hair differently today. Or, oh, thank you, I wasn't really feeling great today. No, thank you, full stop. Do you know that you're so beautiful? I do. Thank you. Like, just accept compliments. That helps you come across very, very confident. So definitely fake your confidence till you make it. Be sexy, learn your body. I feel like I was a cheerleader when I was younger. And because of that, I done a lot of dance. And when you do dance, you're very in tune with your body and you're also confident in performing. You're confident at people looking at you. Um, you know the effects of different movements of your body can have. So I would say go to like some dance classes so that you can be in tune with your body. This sounds like such a cringy tip, but I'm actually just thinking like about my life. Like, yeah, I done lots of performing. So I'm very confident all the time, like, because I know how to captivate people with my body, with my looks. You have to be confident in order for your team to win awards, to win trophies. So whatever you feel like confidence is, just emulate that, ooze that next time you go out. And if there is somebody who you think is really confident, like just try and pinpoint what it is about them that makes you feel like they're really confident. And then just try and like not add that to your personality, but just see like, okay, I feel like this person is really confident because they give a lot of eye contact. Then just try and do a bit more eye contact, you know? Like see what it is that other people around you in real life are doing who you think is confident. If people are confident because they introduce themselves to people and they like network and move around the room effortlessly, then maybe you're going to be like, okay, that's what confidence looks like to me. So next time I go out, I'm going to push myself to sort of introduce myself and be more assertive and be more interested in other people and captivate a room because I'm like speaking with other people and joining people together. By observing other people who you deem as confident, try and identify what traits spell out confidence to you. But for me, one of the main things that I do is to just feel comfortable in my own skin. Like that to me is confidence. If you feel comfortable in your own skin, you have to be confident. Like I always know, cool, I feel the most beautiful when I'm between 63 kg and 65 kg. So I always stay in that size bracket. Know your body, know yourself, calculate these things and know what makes you confident. I know that when my hair is straight, burst down middle part, I feel myself. So I always do my hair like this. Like for the most part, I know that earning a certain amount of money makes me feel confident. Like I am the type of person, money gives me more confidence, period. And some people don't want to admit that. It sounds superficial. Money makes me more confident. If I know I got money to spend, I know, yeah, I can go to a restaurant, buy whatever I want. I know all my bills are covered. I know I'm making money. I'm that girl. The money's coming in. I'm so confident. Like when I'm broke and I can't afford to shop on whatever I want, I can't afford to eat wherever I want, I have to budget because like everything is just so expensive to me. That lowers my confidence. I don't have crazy expensive things, but I know I can eat out every day. I know that I can order on the websites that I like. And it's nothing to me. It's not even more than like 10 or 20% of my salary that I'm spending in a month. And that gives me confidence to know I can go in Zara and just buy whatever I want. I don't have to look at the price tag because no matter what, if I buy everything that I like, it's still not even close to what I've made in a month, you know? So that gives me confidence knowing that I can give myself exactly what I want. And so again, you need to identify what it is that gives you true confidence. That for me is major. Being able to really give myself like the core things that I want, of course, We all want to be able to buy ourselves cars and Chanel bags and da, da, da. But at the core, like for me, it's like, yeah, just being able to like walk past Zara, pop in and buy whatever I want. Being able to be like, I'm hungry, I'm ordering food. My friend be like, do you want to go out for dinner? Yeah, I'll come like any day of the week. So you need to identify what it is that gives you confidence, because that for me, knowing that I can pay for these type of things gives me a lot of confidence. The main thing, and that's basically both of the points that I've just said, is becoming your dream girl. Like, identify what your dream girl is, what she does for a living, where does she live, how does she look, and become that. Like, I remember when I was younger, one of my dreams was be able to go to a restaurant and wear a crop top, because I wanted my stomach to be so flat that even if I'm at a restaurant eating, my belly's not gonna roll over. There's no rolls because it's like flat, it's toned. That was a goal for me. And now, so many times I'll go to a restaurant with a crop top on without even thinking. I'm so used to having abs that I wouldn't even think. And so little things like this, like when I notice like I'm at a restaurant in a crop top, I'll laugh and remember, oh yeah, I remember when this used to be a goal of mine. And now this is just my reality. And it's nice to know that, oh my God, I actually once upon a time dreamed for this. And now it's just like my life with ease, so that gives you confidence. When you're constantly like giving yourself what you want, and I just mentioned in a financial way, but this is like in a non-financial way as well. When you're constantly like achieving stuff, that gives you so much confidence. Like, I also remember I always used to tell my friends, my first was going to be a Range Rover and my man's going to buy it for me. And that's exactly what happened, because I was just like, yeah, like I really am that girl. And so when you just keep on like setting goals for yourself and then achieving them and becoming your dream girl, having your dream life, like every single time I will go to like my eyelash appointment or my nail appointment in my Range Rover, it would just make me so happy. Like the happiness I would get, because it's like, I remember that was like one day, like on my vision board, like you'll be able to afford to get your eyelashes done whenever you want and be able to afford to get your nails done all the time so they never look shit. And you'll be driving in your Range Rover. And I used to visualize that and I used to dream of that. And then when I would step in my car to do it every like 2 weeks, it would just be one of the best days ever. I'll come home to my man and I'd be like, thank you so much for this Range Rover. You don't even understand how happy going out and running my errands and doing my maintenance day in this Range Rover makes me. Like, I'm living my dream life. Thank you. So it's very important that you deliver on what you say. Like, there was times when I wanted a car. I'm not buying myself a car. I'm getting a Range Rover from my man. Like, there's no other way. And so I always know that about myself. Like, I'm always just going to get what I want. And that makes me confident. And whether it's because someone else is giving it to me or whether I'm giving it to myself, like, I just work hard. I work very hard. And I confidently know that everything I want is going to happen to me because I have a track record of everything I want happening. There's nothing that I want that doesn't happen. And I leave the space for it to happen as well. And I want that for you guys. I want you guys to allow these things to happen, to be fair. And financially, like when I really look at my life, I'm like, the teenage version of me dreamt about being exactly like me. Like, there's nothing really more aesthetically, mentally, lifestyle, financially. There's nothing really more that I wanted, to be honest. Like, and that gives me so much confidence because it's like, I am who I've always wanted to be. I don't really look at anyone else's life and ever think, oh, I wish that could be me, because I already am satisfied with me. Everything about me, I'm satisfied. So it doesn't matter if somebody has something more than me, is a bit more prettier than me, has a better body than me, has a more successful company than me, has a bigger house than me. I don't care. It's just inspiration to me because I'm like, I already have achieved so much. I already am my dream girl. So now seeing you have more than me is just pushing me to set new goals. I'm like, oh, I've achieved level 3 of Morgan. Now it's time to start being dream girl level 4. It's inspiration because I already know, like, I'm that girl. And so you need to be able to know, like, what is it that I want for myself? Like I said, aesthetically, mentally, lifestyle-wise, financially, and start working towards that. Because how can you not be confident when you have everything that you ever wish for in every dimension? Like, if I wasn't confident, people would be looking at me like, what's wrong with you, Morgan? It would be very strange if I was an unconfident person. And that's how loud your life needs to be. Like, you need to be so good at looking after yourself and looking after your dreams and goals that it's kind of impossible for you to not be confident. And from people looking out, it's that, oh, yeah, I get why she's confident. If I was her, I'll be fucking confident too. You don't need to have all of this stacked against you to be confident. But what I'm saying is that it's impossible for me to not be confident. If you met me and I was so insecure, you would be confused. That's how much you shouldn't play about yourself. That it's like, this girl has got so much going for herself. Of course she's confident. It wouldn't make sense if it wasn't any other way. So again, that comes to not playing about yourself. That comes to sticking to your goals, being disciplined, being consistent. There's a pattern here, guys. Everything that you want is on the other side of discipline and consistency and loving yourself. I also invest so much money in myself. Like, I will buy a course, I will buy books, I will buy skincare products, hair care products, I will get a personal trainer. I pour my money into myself. So it's very hard for me not to feel like I'm the prize when I know how much it costs to be me. It's like, I spend a whole check on me. How could I not be confident that I'm the prize when it's like, no, real talk, you don't deserve to breathe the air that I breathe because you can't even afford my hair conditioner, let alone make me happy, let alone bring some value to my life. I love being so cocky sometimes, especially in these videos, because if you meet me in real life, I'm so humble, but I love popping my shit, especially in these videos. But that makes me confident as well. Like, knowing how expensive I am, how expensive it is to be me, that also gives you like a little barrier. It's just like anything. If you know how expensive something was, you're not going to treat it bad. It's like if you have a jumper from Shein and you have a jumper from Louis Vuitton, you're naturally going to treat the one from Louis Vuitton better. You're naturally not going to borrow people the one from Louis Vuitton because it was more expensive. You know how much it costs. So naturally, you put a value on it. And when you are the expensive thing in your life, naturally, you just have certain energy around yourself. So that gives me confidence. Another thing that's really, really important that isn't superficial is knowing your moral compass and your core values. This is important, like knowing your personality traits. Like I just said to you, like in person, I'm so sweet, so humble. Everyone says that about me. The one thing about core values, they speak volumes. And what I mean by core values is, for example, right? I go to the gym. I've always weightlifted since I was a teenager. I always like ate well in accordance to my gains to make sure I get enough protein, blah, 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 blah. You get what I mean? People know that about me. People have seen me throughout the years from 17 all the way to where I am now 31. That's 14 years of training and eating well. To the point where it's not that I tell people I don't eat bad or I don't skip a gym day or I don't eat dessert, but it's to the point where my actions speak. Say my friends were going out for dessert, they would just assume that I wouldn't want to come. Why? It's not because I say to them, oh no, I don't eat that. Oh no, I don't do that. No, it's because my discipline, my actions show like, oh, Morgan don't play about her healthy and Morgan don't play about her gym. That's a core value of mine. It's literally just because of the consistency and the discipline is loud. If Morgan isn't going to the gym, we should be concerned. She's probably going through something. Like, Morgan, gym is your thing. Like, you need to get up and get back at it. Like, don't fall off. Come on, you can do this. And so you need to have core values that people just know are you. And if it wasn't you, something would be off. That gives you confidence as well. When you know that you have a set standard for your life and people can see that and people act accordingly, that makes you confident. Like, because it's like, oh, I really am here doing stuff and people noticed it and people know that about me. You know, that has become part of my identity because I've stood on business for so long. So that's going to give you confidence, knowing that people know you for something. Like, for example, even I've always been bougie. I've always been very selective about the places that I go to and how I will go somewhere. If you bring me out and it's not bougie, we ain't got our own section, the drinks aren't flowing, I'm going to be pissed off. There's not even any point in me coming because the fun Morgan that you know that's going to dance, that's going to have a good time, you're not going to see her. I will see the setup that we've got for the night. Look, and be like, nah, this ain't for me, I'm going home. And so then people will align. Okay, we're only going to invite Morgan out to certain things. And that's because that's just a core value of mine. Even my manufacturers, I will stand on business. And I want that for you guys. I will tell my manufacturers, if they make a mistake, I'm not paying the other 50%. And they're like, but you've already paid 50% for this. This is a small mistake. Okay, well, I'm just going to take that out. They're like, what do you mean you're going to take that out? Because of this small mistake, you've already paid 50% deposit and you're going to lose that whole 50% because I made one mistake. Yes. And now you're not going to get paid the other 50%. But what also is going to happen is that you're never, ever, ever even going to make one mistake ever again. Because you know, if you don't quality control this, if you don't understand the assignment properly, if you rush my order, if you don't do things properly for me, you will not get paid. And you're going to learn that lesson from me that I'm going to stand on business. I don't give a fuck. I will take losses to prove a point, to make sure that you treat me how I want. I'm the boss. I'm in charge. I pay you. You do what I want. You do what I say. You're not getting my money until it's done how I want it. And that gives me confidence, knowing that I stand on business with everything. This is my standard. Anything below that, I don't want it. It's not happening. I will go home after 5 minutes of being in the function. We drove here for 1 hour. We sat on the train for 1 hour. I do not care. I will leave in 5 minutes. I will rather go home and be in my bedroom, which is hygienic, which has space, which isn't claustrophobic, than to squish up like sardine. Please, me, could never. Okay? And this is how you get confidence when you set a standard. And then you get even more confident when people start meeting that standard. And you're like, oh yeah, I wasn't tripping. I wasn't crazy. You lot can all do this for me. Manufacturers, you can do my order perfect. You were just being lazy. And you thought I was going to tolerate your lazy bullshit. But I'm not. And now you've risen up for me. You've risen up to meet the queen standard. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So yes, I'm confident because everyone rises up to meet my standard. That gives me confidence, you know? So stand on business, don't play by yourself. And know your core values, know your core beliefs in everything, whether it's with your faith, your friendships, like everything. I recently was with one of my friends. Oh my God, this story is so funny. And she was like, I remember we had like a little friendship group that you would use to kick people out of the friendship group. And I remember like one girl, I kicked her out because she would smoke cigarettes. Like we were like 15 or 14. And it was like, we've told you so many times to stop smoking cigarettes. Like you can't be friends with us anymore. You can't hang out with us anymore because you're a bad influence. Like one bad science spoils the bra. But anyway, so birds of a feather flock together. Like you become the 5 people that you hang around the most. And I didn't play about that from young. I was like, oh no, all my friends are going to be intelligent. They're going to work hard. We're going to be smart. We're going to be successful from teenager. I was like, no. You're not going to infiltrate this group and rub off your bad behaviors. So now we're all becoming like you. Pattern up, level up. You think you're going to be my friend and now your bad habits are going to rub off on me? Absolutely not. You're out of the friendship circle. And my friend told me that the other day that I used to do that. I completely forgot. I almost spat out the water that I had in my mouth, honestly. Died of laughter. But don't play about yourself. Know your core values. I don't let bad influences around me because even though I'm a strong person and I have my own core values and I'm not a sheep and I'm a leader, you become the 5 people that you're around the most. It's a fact. And so don't let anybody whose habit or whose lifestyle you wouldn't aspire to admire or you just are proud of be around you. Don't even risk it. Why? Because I do not play about myself. That's where I have confidence. Sorry, again, rise to the queen standards or move. I don't play about myself. And that's why I put the warning and disclaimer at the beginning of this video. Because some people might not like that. But it's true. You come onto this earth alone and you die alone. And what you make of your time here is down to you. And you can either align yourself with great people or you can align yourself with bad influences. That's on you. And one thing I'm not going to do is put myself in bad situations. No, not intentionally. If it's because you're young and you don't know better, cool, it is what it is. But intentionally knowing that you're allowing bad things into your life and just being nonchalant about your life. I'm a laid back girl. I'm so laid back. There's a lot of things that I'm laid back about and I'm nonchalant about. But my life, absolutely not. And like one thing as well is like knowing how to balance out your your strengths with your weaknesses. So I'm going to give you an example about me as well, which I think will help you know what I'm talking about. I'm really laid back and I'm sweet and kind, and I'm really empathetic as well. And I can sometimes like let things slide, especially because I don't like confrontation. Not because I'm scared to confront people, but because I get really, really hot headed when I confront people and it just goes way too far. And it's like, I get really pissed off when I'm angry. And then afterwards, I'm like, oh, yeah, that wasn't necessary. It was not necessary to pop off like that. But I'm 0 to 100. So I don't like conflict because I know if I have to have this conversation with you, the likeliness of me hotting you to the point where you will never, ever, ever want to speak to me again is extremely high. So let me just leave this one and let this slide. And I would do that in life. And because I was really nice, people would just take advantage of me and take advantage of my kindness. And I'm here sitting here like, the only reason why I'm letting shit slide is because I don't want to pop off on you. You think I'm mad friendly and mad sweet and mad kind. If only you knew what I was holding back doing. I was saying, but now I learned boundaries. So I learned that, okay, you can still be nice, but just be very firm with your boundaries. No is a sentence. No, that's it. And be able to communicate when you're unhappy, be able to communicate when you're unsatisfied. Learn how to communicate without getting angry. It's helped me so much, like to be able to just set clear boundaries and not fold on those. And that's helped me to still be able to be so nice and so sweet to everybody and have confidence in that. Because before I used to see my niceness as a weakness, because it's like, I'm so nice to everybody, but there's so many people that take advantage of me. Like, I wish I could be less nice. But now I love being nice to everybody. I'm like, yeah, I'm just so lovely to people. I love that because I also know that as soon as something isn't going my way, boundary gets set and I'm able to articulate that. And I still need to get better at that, but I know that I can articulate my boundaries and make things very clear. Before, I used to try so hard not to be as nice, but now I know I can be nice because I know that as much as I can be nice, I can also set a boundary and I can do it in a nice, polite way where it's not going to cause any arguments or conflicts. So learning how to balance your weaknesses, your strengths and your weaknesses so that they're just like a power force, is so good. Like learning how to elevate yourself, your personality and like your traits. So that's been something that's made me super confident lately, is being able to balance out my weaknesses in my values and my personality strengths. So that I'm basically always taking care of myself and having my best interest in heart. What I feel like is going to be a good thing for you guys to do as well. I personally don't do this at all. And when I see that people do this, I'm like, oh my God, that makes me so sad that you do this. But compare yourself to other women or other people. Like, don't compare. I was always taught to always try my best and then only compare myself to the best version of myself. And if I haven't reached the best version of myself, then visualize the best version of myself and compare myself to that. Like, this is how I visualize myself. This is where I visualize myself coming. This is what I'm comparing myself to. I've never, ever, ever compared myself to somebody else. Like, I will use people as inspiration and goals, but it's never like, oh, look at her. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, look at her. Like, just never, ever, 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 ever compare yourself to somebody else. Make sure the girls that you're following on Instagram or social media or that you compare yourself to, whatever, look like you genetically or have a similar body to you or genetically. If it's somebody who's had a fitness transformation, look and see that when she started with a figure similar to yours. Don't follow somebody who had a figure so different to yours and now you're looking at their results like, oh my God, I'll never look like her. Well, you didn't start off with the same foundation. Find somebody that has your foundation and see how they've transformed it and then follow them. Like, there's no point in comparing yourself to people. Again, it comes down to knowing who your dream girl is. Know who your dream girl is and maybe follow a few girls that align with that to keep you motivated to push. And then just focus on yourself, visualize yourself getting somewhere, and then just push and work and just be disciplined, consistent. Every video that I'm going to put out, no matter what it's about, whether it's about confidence, whether it's about making money, whether it's about building your dream life, everything just comes down to discipline and consistency and execution. That's it. Like, and having a plan. You have a plan, you execute the plan, then you stay disciplined enough to follow the plan, and you do that consistently, that's it. Like, that's the answer to every single problem. You just need to know how to put the plan together. And that's what my channel is for. It's to help you put the plan together. And then it's down to you to execute and stay consistent. So here we're putting the plan together now. But just stop comparing yourself to other people. Like, I just don't get it. Like, why would you compare yourself to somebody else? Like, just be hot. I bet you're thinking that's easy for you to say. No, but seriously, like, okay, you see somebody who looks similar to you and you want to look like that. Figure out how to get there. You see somebody who has a business and you want to get yours like that. Then study and figure out how to get there. Like, it's not hard. You just need to use common sense. Don't look at other people and get depressed. Because I was raised to not compare myself to anyone but myself, I don't understand it. It's just pointless. Just think about the best version of yourself and work to get there. How is comparing yourself to somebody going to help you? It's very pointless. There's no benefit in it. It doesn't matter how much you look at somebody else on Instagram, whether it's their life, whether it's their business, whether it's their body. All you can do is become the best version of yourself. That's it. So what's the point in spending your time doing something that there's nothing you can do? And that there's absolutely nothing you can do. Just do the things that are in your hand. You want a better body? Work out, go to the gym. Step 1, find an influencer whose body you like. Step 2, buy her workout and diet plan. Step 3, do it. Like, that's it. Stop comparing yourself to somebody. There's a girl who you think is so pretty. Figure out what makes her hot and what things you can take from that. Is it because she's got a good makeup routine? Okay, then go on YouTube and get better at makeup. Go to a masterclass. Like, go and pay somebody to do your makeup for you and get them to learn. Like, there's no point in comparing yourself to somebody. Just do what you can do to be the best version of yourself. Like, at the end of the day, I think I am the shit. I'm not the prettiest girl in the world. I don't have the most successful business in the world. I don't have the biggest house in the world. There's so much stuff that I don't have. But oh well, where would I care? Why would I care that somebody else has this when I have all of this? Why would I care that another girl is prettier than me when I'm already pretty? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. There's nothing I can do about it. There's always going to be somebody prettier. There's always going to be somebody richer. There's always going to be somebody with a better body. Always. If you look, you're going to find. So just because something exists doesn't take away from what you have. And if you're both focused on becoming your dream girl, it just doesn't matter. Keeping your promises to yourself, again, I feel like I've touched on this, is what's going to build your confidence. When you know that you make shit happen for yourself, if you say, I'm going to buy this 6-week workout plan, and then you buy it and you do it, you're going to be confident. Like, when I found my fitness instructor, the one on Instagram that I followed her plan, once I found her and I liked her results and I researched and I saw her clients and I was like, yeah, like, these transformations, I think it's possible for me. In fact, not I think it's possible for me. I know it's possible for me because I've seen her personal transformation and then I've seen her client's transformation. And I know that if she can do that with those body types, it could transform my body type. Once I found her, I was confident in her results. I was confident because I was like, I bought the plan and I believe the plan works. So now all I have to do is execute it. And I know that I execute shit. So therefore, in 6 weeks, I'm going to have the body of my dreams. Confident, you know? Like, I think that you will be a lot more confident if you just knew, point blank period, that you didn't play about yourself. You don't cave, you don't fold. I've said that in so many ways throughout this video. Like, confidence, knowing your standard, and then just not playing about it in everything, you know, and just working towards becoming your dream girl. I love everything about my life. Like, I'm so confident in myself. But I think as well that comes with having like a high self-worth, because even when I didn't have everything that I wanted, I knew I was going to become this girl because this is how I saw myself. Like, in fact, where I grew up, I will always ask God, I'll be like, God, I know you make no mistakes, God. Like, I know you make no mistakes. But why am I here? Why am I here? Like, this is not my portion. My portion is to live a rich life, to be glamorous, to look sexy. Like, even when I just couldn't afford to like dress the way I wanted to dress, I'm like, God, why? Like, the version of me that is the real version of me doesn't dress like this. Like, why are you not giving me the budget to be able to dress how I want to dress? Like, the person who I was before I started my business and became rich, I was convinced at the time that was a fake version of me. Like, I was like, this is not me. Like, the me that's supposed to be walking on the earth the way that God intended is not this person. Like, I never, ever, 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 ever saw that as the real version of me. Even when people are like, I'm so proud of you, you've come so far. In my head, I'm like, no, I haven't. That was just the fake version of me. This is the real version of me. Like, this is the version of me that I'm supposed to be. That other person that was just that was an imposter. Like, that was the NPC. Like, I don't know where that person existed on this earth, why that person materialized. I think I said this in my other video, but even when my store hit its first million in sales, everyone was like expecting me to be like so excited, of course. And I was just so normal about it because this is the version of me that I knew was going to happen. Like, everything other than me running a business that made 1 million in sales seemed fake. Like, it genuinely just seemed fake to me. That I was like, this is so fake. Like, this is not the life that I'm supposed to live. Like, the life that I have now, I feel so comfortable in it because I'm like, yeah, I always knew that this is my portion. Like, I always just knew that this is how my life was supposed to be. And I was working from a deficit, a decline. Like, the life that I had before was just a fake life. So you need to have so much like high self-esteem for yourself and self-worth that you know that the way that you want to be in the future is your real life. The way that you are now is fake. And you need to do everything in your power to quantum shift basically into the real reality of yourself. If any of you are into quantum shifting, let me know in the comments. I love like quantum shifting. It's basically just believing in God. What the scientific terminology is like physics paired with like God. But yeah, you have to be able to just quantum shift into the person that you want to become. And that all comes with alignment. Again, it's always the same stuff. Like, you just have to be aligned with what you want. And that means starting whatever it needs you need to start. And it means stopping everything that you need to stop in order to become that version of yourself. I love my hair. I love my hair. It's so long and so pretty and so shiny. And aligning has a lot to do with the people who you surround yourself with. Like, it does. When you surround yourself with people that have what you have and have what you want, you then see how they move, you see how they maneuver, you see what they tolerate, you see what they don't tolerate. And you realize, oh, that's why I haven't been getting X, Y, Z, because I've been doing it like this. People who have said thing don't do this said thing. And the reason why I've been not getting that is because I've been doing that. So I need to stop doing that. And then I'm going to be able to have that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you get to see, if you have, for example, 4 friends that get spoiled by men. I'm making this so much about like dating and like all of this stuff today. Why? But let's just use this example, okay? If you have 4 friends that get spoiled by men, get money sent, get gifts, and you don't, you have 5 friends that don't, and you don't. And your 5 friends are the ones who you hang around with the most. And then you start hanging around with those 5 friends a little bit less, and you start hanging around with the 4 friends that get spoiled by men a little bit more. Or do you not think that their techniques on how they get men to spoil them are going to start becoming revealed to you, more obvious to you, and you're going to be able to do whatever it is that they do and apply it to your life? Yes or no? The answer is yes. So again, like I said earlier, you become the 5 people that you surround yourself with, and alignment. If you want to become confident, surround yourself with confident people. See why they're confident. Is it because when they get a compliment, they're like, thank you, full stop? Is it because when they take pictures of themselves, they're not like, oh my God, it looks so ugly. They're just like, oh, the lighting's really bad here. Let me move somewhere else. Like, it's not them that's the issue. It's the lighting. Duh. Like, why would it ever be me that's the issue? I'm so pretty. You know, if you see girls that are constantly getting spoiled by men, and you see that all 4 of you are so rude to men, like, you don't do hardly anything for them. Meanwhile, my 5 friends that hardly get anything from men are so nice and so available. You're then going to be like, oh, okay, I need to be a little bit ruder. I need to be a little bit less available because that's what these girls are doing. Like, do you know what I mean? So align yourself and understand that you need to be seeing your friends as mentors. Like, they don't need to be mentoring you directly, like how to start a business, but just their vibe and the way that they maneuver in certain situations reminds you to stay on point, reminds you to level up, reminds you whatever it is it might be, that's the type of people that you need around you. That when you leave them, you say, oh yeah, I need to pattern up, I need to level up, because last week I was slacking, but now that I'm back around my friends that has got this, I remember this is why my week was shit last week, because I haven't been moving correctly. And they've just been a reminder. So I guess your friends need to be mentors for your habits. That's exactly what it is. Your friends need to be mentors for your habits. That's how you need to see your friends. Are their habits inspiring to me? That's how you need to look at your friendship circle. And that's how you're going to get more confident, because you're always going to feel uplifted when you leave your friends. Yes, you're going to laugh. Yeah, you're going to talk about guys. Yeah, you're going to talk about this. You're going to talk about that. You're going to gossip. But they're also going to inspire you, and you're going to leave being reminded on what it is that you need to be doing to get to where you need to be. And I just feel like you need to stop shrinking yourself. Like, if you're around people that make you shrink yourself, go. Like, for me, that's why I moved to Dubai. Like, I felt like in London, I had to shrink myself. Like, in London, you can't wear jewelry, you're going to get robbed. You can't have a nice car, you're going to get robbed. You can't be too loud. You can't post too much on social media. If you post all your flashy stuff on social media and you get robbed, what did you expect? You was flexing. If you talk about how much money you earn and you earn a lot, but there's people here that are struggling. There's people here that are doing cost of living crisis. Like, you can't be rich in England. You can't. It's frowned upon. People think that, oh, you're a rich prick, you're stuck up, eat the rich, all of this shit. You can't be rich in England. You're forced to be humble at every point of the day. I don't want to be fucking humble every day. I'm humble because Jesus told us to be humble. I'm not humble because the people in England hate rich people and they love middle class and they love moaning about cost of living. Like, no, I want a humbleness to be because that's my heart. My heart is humble. Not because I'm downplaying myself. Not because I'm downplaying my success. Not because I'm downplaying my aesthetic. Not because I'm downplaying my accomplishments. Hell no. That's not the reason why I'm humble. And that's why I had to leave the UK, because everybody wants you to be humble about everything in the UK. Even down to the way that you dress. Actual British people dress so humbly. Like, I swear to God, there's some British women that will be sharing their clothes with their mother, because everybody just dresses so humbly. No, I'm young, I'm hot, my titties are sitting pretty, my waist is snatched, you're gonna see it. Like, yes, when I walk into the room, you're gonna be looking at me. Yes, because I'm young. I can wear a cardigan when I'm 60. I'm not going to wear it today. No, I'm not Sandra. Like, everything about the UK is so humble. Fuck that shit. So stop shrinking yourself. Another thing that I feel like is so good for your confidence, like so good, is failing fast. Like, you cannot be afraid to fail. Like, failure is the main thing that's built a lot of my confidence. I can't lie to you, because I know at the core that I have gone through some hard stuff and I've failed at a lot of stuff, and that's put me in very, very difficult positions in life by trying stuff and failing. And I know that even though I've like done stuff and made decisions and choices of my life that have put me in bad places, guess what? I've bounced right fucking back. And it's not even like I bounced back to the same level. It's like I bounced back and exceeded every damn time. Every time I fail and I make a mistake, I learn from that lesson, and that lesson accelerates me way past. And it's like, if I didn't learn that lesson, I wouldn't have even been able to get here. So that failure, okay, cool. I was on this upward trajectory. I made a decision, boom, plummeted, failed all the way down there. But now, before I was here going up slowly, maybe it would have taken me 3 years to get all the way up here. Now, because I failed, but I'm a hustler, I'm a grafter, I've got self-belief, I don't give up, I'm a problem solver. I'm all the way up here now because I use that failure as a lesson to accelerate me and go again quick time and rebuild and accelerate higher and higher and higher to higher heights. So I have that confidence from failing so many times that I know, all right, cool, I failed, but that just means that there's a lesson in this. And I'm going to take this lesson plus everything that I was doing right before I failed. And I'm going to go again. And this time it's going to be bigger and better. And I'm going to do it good. Like I told you in my story video as well, that on my channel, Bad Society wasn't my first business. Bad Society was worn by celebrities in the first 3 months. Bad Society was profitable every single month because it wasn't my first business. I failed so many times and it had put me into a depression so many times. But that's why Bad Society was so big, like straight off the cuff, because I had that prior experience from all my failures. So I used my failures and I was so confident that, yeah, of course this is going to work. All of this experience that I got, all of these lessons that I've learned, how the hell can it not work? I'm so equipped for this. I'm so prepared for this. I feel I have got so much years in this game. I've done stores so many times. I've fucked up so many times. Come at me. Like, I'm ready for this because I know how to do this. And I know the problems that are lingering and I know how to solve them because I have done it before. I have failed before and I've bounced back and I know what I'm doing. So actually, failure gives you more confidence over the years because God willing, you live a long, beautiful life. You have literally blueprints and you have self belief and you just have like your own manual on everything because you know how to navigate certain situations because you've tried before and you've been knocked back, but you problem solve and you go again and you go again and you go again, you know? And that's just a key thing that I want you to take away, guys, is that in order to have anything, you have to fight for it. There's people that are so nonchalant about their life, about their goals, about everything. And it's like, bruh, to be the person that I am now, to be so confident, I had to tussle with life. Like, I really had to fight with life and be like, no, not me. Whoever you're trying to knock down, it's not going to work with me. I will come up again and again and again and again and again and again and again. I'm not going to be defeated. And so in order to just be confident and be that girl, be your dream girl, it's not easy. You have to fight with life. Like, you have to put up a fight. Don't let life defeat you or bring you down so easily. You know, I'm super shy. I'm super awkward. I have social anxiety. But now I don't say that. I just say had. Do you know why? Because I started learning how to not have social anxiety. I started learning how to not be shy. I started learning how to not be awkward. And now I don't even feel like I'm those things anymore. And I only started learning that this year. Before I was so awkward. I'm still awkward, but just not so much. And I'm still shy and I still am a little bit, I don't even think I have social anxiety anymore. I don't know. Oh my God. Yay me. But when I was having social anxiety and just accepting that that was my reality, I'm a shy girl. I have social anxiety. I was letting life fuck me. I was letting life keep me shy, keep me anxious. Then I said, no, I'm going to learn how to undo these traits because they're not helping me. How is having social anxiety going to help me? It's not. So I need to shake this off. And ever since I actually fought that trait and said, no, I don't like this, I'm getting rid of it, it's almost gone. I'm just realizing it now as I'm telling you. So life is a fight. And so many of you sit back and literally take life, like get fucked up the arse. So many of you sit back and just let life take you where you want it to take you. You are in charge. You are in the driver's seat. This is your life. Take control. Whatever you need to do to be confident, put a plan together, take control and fucking execute.